All right, hi friends. This is Will Millard, and I am going to talk to you a little bit about computational thinking. So I taught some of this stuff last year at an elementary school. I'm a high school math teacher now, but there are still a lot of elements from this that are valuable for those that are pursuing careers that require a lot of math. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I did, which I thought were pretty neat. So as you can see here, we're looking at the Code.org here. And what I found was effective was, I was at an upper elementary school, but you could basically kindergarten through fourth grade, I would do Code.org for block coding, and then fifth and sixth into middle school, you're going to want them to start working on the typeset coding, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then high school, depending on things like robotics, they're going to want different types of coding than computer science. It's good to teach them all of it. So cool thing, Code.org. Just click start learning and see what they got here. So they split it up into grade levels here, which is pretty cool. Dance party is pretty cool. The AI for Ocean's pretty neat. There's a, trying to teach computers how to identify and different kinds of things. Anyway, it's kind of a different type of, it's not really coding. It is, but it isn't. Anyway, so what we're going to be looking at here is, K through 5, 6 through 12, that sort of thing. I like these little canned courses. They seem to be pretty good, especially for little ones. And then once they're a little bit comfortable with the block coding, then I recommend moving on to Scratch. So even with the 5th and 6th graders, I kind of started first couple lessons with block coding just so they get the way of thinking into it and checking out Scratch and that sort of thing. What's cool is you can look up what other people have created here, and you can create your own projects, and you can comment. It can be like a social thing. Just keep that in mind, parents, that you can get random people on the internet. So just keep that in mind, schools too. Just make sure check with your administrators. Okay, so I'm going to show you actually one that I made. You can just say Taft Cat. Called that because I worked at a school called Taft W.J. Millard. That's me there. So basically anybody can go view this and play it and do all the things they wanted. I have my instructions here. Use the arrow keys, move the cat around, use the space bar to make it jump. Catch as many as you can in 30 seconds. So I'm gonna do one of these here. Okay. Okay, so there's a mouse. Oh, he's quick. Notice the little guys. I can jump. Boom. He's walking. I'll show you how to make him do that. Here, a little bit here. 10 seconds. Oop. Oh boy. Okay. All right. And time's out. So I got a score of 9. All right. So let me show you what's going on with this. You can click, sorry, I went kind of fast there. Basically, there's I'll go back, see inside, click that. And this is kind of what's going on in the background. So when the flag is clicked, which is the big start button, this change costume is how you make him walk. And these are different arrow keys, space bar, and then you can go over here and look at, okay, the mouse, what does he do? well, if he, okay, yeah. So I programmed all of my timers and stuff into here. Start the timer, score, set to 0. If he's touched by sprite 1, which is the cat, then change the score by 1, move to random position. If he's touched, move to random position, and then you have a timer over here. Anyway, so basically, ideally, you want to get the students to where they can develop their own kind of basic game using blocks. And you can see others, you know, you see they just click into place. Anyway, so that's Scratch. And then for those that are ready, you know, beyond that, I get them introduced to Typeset Coding, because although you can use block coding and professionals do use block coding, it's still important for the students to be able to understand the background of it. So what I used was this EduCode. So what's pretty cool about this is you just type in EduCode and go to courses. Yeah, so and they have all levels, beginner, intermediate, advanced. I'll just show what beginner looks like. Okay, so what I like about this was it tells you, okay, this one's JavaScript. So if you're like robotics, stuff like that, HTML, CSS, so web page design. Intermediate, I think these are all going to be JavaScript, maybe HTML there. That one looks like it might be Python. Yeah, so Python, getting used to that. And then once I trick them into learning with games, then I would go up to python.org/shell, and then I would have them practice their typing, build a basic function, stuff like that. The next steps beyond this, Python is a free program, so you can download it onto your computer for free at home. So if you're a parent, you're interested in that, it's free. So I recommend you do it. There's lots of things that you can, there's so many resources to learn from. It's a tough thing to learn, so you'll want to kind of do the game stuff first. But anyway, that's what kind of my introduction to what resources I would use to help and did use to help educate students in the classroom.